What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news update. So recently I did a breakdown of a behind the scenes look at TT Games, and since then the official YouTube channel for BAFTA Kids and Teens has uploaded yet another video, and I'm going to be talking about everything new that I noticed as well as much more in this video. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first up, nothing too special here as I did already talk about this in my previous video, but I still wanted to share this image with you guys because it gives us a much better look at the in-game model for the Mega-Class Star Dreadnought, known of course as the Supremacy from Episode 8 The Last Jedi, which is confirmed to be one of the biggest ships in the entire game. Next up, as some of you will recall from my last video, I talked about how this shot looked to be showcasing an in-game puzzle of sorts, with the minifigures for Chewbacca and a few other characters being mixed up. Well, after looking over a lot of suggestions in the comments, it appears that we also now know of one other character that is part of this puzzle, because judging by the left hairpiece, it appears to belong to none other than Rose Tico. Now yes, obviously Rose was going to be in this game, as she is of course essential to the plot of The Last Jedi and the rise of Skywalker, but still, it's always nice to get an official confirmation, and while I have seen more theories regarding the other pieces on the puzzle, I just think that the rest of the image is far too obscure for us to be sure of anything else. Up next, going back to the latest behind the scenes video, what we can see on this monitor is probably the most new and interesting thing that I have noticed, because it looks to be an unfinished rendering of Supreme Leader Snoke's throne room from The Last Jedi, and if we actually do a comparison between this image and a shot from the film, you will clearly see a lot of similarities. So for instance, the shape of the floor looks extremely similar to what we see in the movie, as there is a walkway leading to these angles pointing to the left and right before reaching the room itself, and as you can see from the image that I have provided, there also just so happens to be a black object that is sitting right where the throne can be seen in the film. However, here's the thing, because in the actual movie, the tiles on the throne room floor are in fact black, but as you can see from this shot from the film, the red behind Snoke actually reflects on the tiles, and I believe that is what the developer is trying to recreate here in this image, because as I already said, this is clearly an unfinished rendering of the room, so it's definitely going to look a lot more movie accurate in the final build of the game, hopefully as a location that we'll be able to freely explore after boarding the Supremacy in the open world. Now that would be amazing. And last but most certainly not least, the final thing that we need to talk about is of course the release date. So this image comes from a user named TSGDeco on Reddit, who noticed the release date on the front of a box for the game in GameStop, and after asking one of the workers, he confirmed that the release date was in fact the 27th of April in 2020. Now usually I probably wouldn't report on something like this, given the fact that anyone out there can just as easily come up with their very own fake and believable release date, but this one is actually extremely close to what I was expecting, so you never know, it could be true, but of course we will just have to wait and see. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video, so I want to thank you all very much for watching, and if you'd like to stay up to date with the latest news on LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.